Have you ever felt not good enough? Felt insecure about who you are? Well, have I got a story for you. Imagine Michelle, me as a 16-year-old. I've always been extroverted. I've always wanted to have fun. I've always been really good with people. But as a 16-year-old, all I could think about was, I'm not good enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not smart enough. All of those things, which at that age can be crippling. And those thoughts led me to want to leave school in grade 10. Back then, it was absolutely acceptable to leave school in grade 10. My two sisters and my brother had done it and get a good job. And at the time, I was working as a Saturday girl in a local pharmacy where we call them chemists in Australia, not drugstores. So I was one of the shop girls in the local chemist, run by an amazing woman by the name of Jo Treasure. And when I was in grade 10, at the tender age of 16, a job opening, full-time job opening came available in this chemist that Jo owned. And I thought, great, this is my opportunity. I can get a good job. Something that was seen as a positive thing to do in my family and society at the time. And so there I was. I put on my interview clothes. I did my hair. I did my makeup, as well as a 16-year-old girl in the 1980s could do. Big hair, blue and pink eyeshadow. You're rolling with me, right? And I sit myself down in front of Jo Treasure, the pharmacist there. Incredible woman. And I thought, I was an absolute shoo-in for this job because I'd been working there on a Saturday for at least a year. They knew me and I knew them. And I thought, for sure, this job is mine. I'm leaving school. I'm going to start, my life. Here we go. And I bring my report cards to the interview. I do like a one-pager resume, the best a 16-year-old could do. And I put in front of Jo. And she looked at my straight A report card because, me and teachers, I'm always out to please them. So I'm working really hard to please the teachers. I put it in front of her and we do the interview. And I walk out of the interview thinking, I've got this. I've so got this. And then the next day, Jo calls me in. And I'm like, yes, this is the offer time. I got this. This is awesome. And she brings me into her office and says, Michelle, I can't give you this job. There is nothing I want more than to see you happy and fulfilled and living out your potential in life, but I cannot give you this job. And I was devastated. I was so hurt because I thought she liked me. In fact, I looked up to her as a mentor. I was so hurt that she didn't give me the job. And then she explained to me, Michelle, you're a straight A student. You have so much more potential in your life if you keep going in school, if you have so much more to give the world. And if I gave you this job, I would stop you in your tracks. This would totally snuff out the light in your candle and you wouldn't be able to shine the rest of your life. And that would be my responsibility, she said. So how about we do this? How about you keep working here on Saturdays and you have a guaranteed job until you finish high school. And I want to encourage you, support you to go on and do great things. So you might think I'm a bit of a bitch now, little Miss Young 16-year-old Michelle, but you'll be thanking me later. And to this day, Jo and I are still friends. I still look to her for her mentorship. Every time I go back to visit Australia, She's the first person I call. And I owe who I am today as the CEO and Business Mastery Mentor of Wow Women in Business International to her, because she saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. And that's what the best mentors do. They come alongside you and they encourage you and support you and say no when it's right for you, even though you don't think it is. So I cannot tell you how blessed I was with the powerful female mentors in my life that encouraged me not only to finish high school, because I went on and graduated in grade 12, but to go to university. The first one in my entire family for generations to go to university and get a secondary degree, let alone a designation in my industry. So Joe, if you're watching this video, saying no was the best part of my life, and I so appreciate you.